Hello everyone and welcome back. Thanks for stopping by for a few minutes. Today on this little video I've been having trouble with some power line noise about 1/8 of a mile east of me, I guess. There's these great big feeder lines that run north and south, and I think one of those is starting to go, but there may be another one here locally. I don't know, maybe a neighbor adding to it, I'm not sure. But it creates a little raspiness in my radio. The noise blanker takes care of it, but sometimes the noise blanker doesn't. You hear it in the background of the signal. And what sucks about it is where I live out here in the country, it's been really quiet conditions for the last 30 years. And here since November of 2020, I've started to have trouble with power lines and stuff like that because none of them was ever serviced, and they've been through storms and everything else, and I guess they're starting to deteriorate. And my power company found 5 different poles, and that really helped, but it's creeping back in, and we don't know if it's a neighbor doing it, running something now, or if it's just another power line or the main feeder going. One of the main feeder lines getting a bad insulator or something on it. But anyway, not to ramble on, I just got this MFJ 1026 Deluxe Noise Canceling Signal Enhancer, and I'm going to demonstrate how good it works. I don't use this one. This is the transmitting delay. This is my noise antenna, which is an Alpha Delta SWL sloper. This is the phase control, and my main antenna is my Alpha Delta DX Ultra inverted dipole. You got a phase, normal, and invert, frequency high and low, and a preamp on and off, and the preamp is for the auxiliary antenna. And right now I have it set for the 31 meter band for me, which was just above 9, about 7.5, and 6 on my main antenna. And I'm running it on my ICOM 8600. I'm going to turn the volume up. You can hear that raspiness. I think it's a power line pole. I don't know. It could be a neighbor, but you can hear it. Now, when I turn this MFJ 1026 on, and you'll see how good this works, and my signals don't drop. So there it's on. So I'm going to turn it on. I hope you can still hear it. Now it's on. And if you notice, my signals didn't drop. I'll turn it off, you'll hear the noise. I'll turn it on, and notice the signals. There's off. And there's on. It does a very good job. And when I go up to Radio Romania, the signal's still nice and clear. And if I turn this off, it still may be clear, but you may hear the raspiness in the background. I don't know.
به مردم آمدند. در گزارشی از بوابه احساس جزئیات این خبرها و هجوم مردم به فرودگاه کابل را می‌شنوید.
That one there, you can just hear the raspiness coming in behind the signal if you listen real close. And then when I turn this on, it should clear up.
مناب برادر آخوند رئیس دفتر سیاسی طالبان در قطر در حالی که سایر اعضای این دفتر در کنارش حضور دارند مردم افغانستان و طالبان را مخاطب قرار می‌دهند.
Now it's on. Now it's off.
مولا برادر میگوید به تمام ملت مسلمان افغانستان این چیزها
On.
به خصوص به شهروندان و ساکنان کابل.
And you can definitely tell it works good because right now it's on, off, on. So the MFJ-1026, very good little accessory to have if you have a little noise issue. Now the 1026 there, it won't do anything about atmospheric noise naturally. And if your noise is coming from more than one direction, you may have a hard time. And two, with this I've noticed you have to have a good noise sensing antenna. And your noise sensing antenna could be a long wire, an inverted L. As I said in the beginning of the video, I'm using my Alpha Delta SWL sloper that I used for quite a long time before I was able to move my Alpha Delta DX Ultra from my old location when we moved out here until I set it up. Where we lived before in the early 90s, I put my Alpha Delta DX Ultra up over there, and then when we moved here out in the country, I just used the Alpha Delta SWL sloper for a while until I had the time and everything to put my Alpha Delta back up, which was a few years ago. But I found out the Alpha Delta SWL sloper makes a good noise antenna. And also I have them going the same direction, which means, you know, they're kind of side by side, but the wires are going in, they're both sloping at the same angle, and they're both sloping in the same directions, and they're about 130 feet apart, something like that. My SWL sloper is on the front corner of my house, sloping down northwest, and my Alpha Delta DX Ultra is in my way backyard, and it's sloping northwest southeast because it's a inverted V dipole where the slopers only has one leg going, but they're both facing the same direction. They're both parallel to each other. They're just about 130 feet apart. And it seems to work, you know, pretty good like that. But you may have to experiment with a noise antenna to get the results you want. I just took a guess. You know, I just picked a spot and took a shot. And it does pretty much, you know, take a lot of it away. If it doesn't completely eliminate it, it makes it so low that it's almost undetectable. So I'll let you hear it one more time. And this up here is my, in case anybody's wondering, this is my magnetic loop rotor controller, so I can turn my loop. So let's listen to this one more time. I'll turn it up, and again we're on 31 meters, and this is with it off, I mean on. And again, the signal levels doesn't change much. So I'll turn it off, on. So yeah, a pretty nice little accessory to have if you're having issues with noise. So it's the MFJ-1026. They also have a 1025. The 1025 just doesn't have the preamp, which I find it better to have the one, pay 20 bucks extra, get the preamp, because it's better to have it and not need it need it and not have it. So for 20 bucks extra, why not? You can always turn it off if you don't need it. But it's a good accessory to have. I recommend it. They've been around for years. And there's a couple other companies that make some. People say they work better. I don't know. I haven't tried them. But yeah, if you have a little noise issue, maybe consider this 1026. It works pretty well. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Take care.